You are now tuned into Kari's Crib. Kari's Crib. Kari's Crib. Kari's Crib.
What's good in 10 pretty people? Tuesday evening, my name is Khary, this is my crib, and tonight I invite you into my home for another evening of Khary's Crib Live. The dopest live stream that's some like a podcast, some like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. And tonight, we got a good show for y'all. We got some interesting topics we gonna be going over, some news, some entertainment, even a little bit of sports. We got a dope topic we gonna be getting into. I got my homegirl Tashima joining us this evening. It's gonna be a fun and interesting night. I hope everybody has had a good week so far, even though it's only Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Tite Tuesday, Twisted Tuesday, you know? My Tuesday's been, did I have tacos? No, I didn't have tacos. I had empanadas. I had an empanada Tuesday. It don't really have the same kind of ring to it though, you know? Empanada Tuesday. Not really the same twist, But my week has been pretty, light thus far other than work. I have no kiddies with me this week, so I haven't had to actually there's no school this week actually out here in Florida because of Thanksgiving this week. So yeah, I didn't have to deal with any kids this week. I didn't have they're with their mother. They'll be back to me on Friday. They'll start running me crazy then. Yeah, work hasn't been too crazy. You know, it's always crazy, but it hasn't been too crazy. How's things been with you, Tashima? Huh? Don't ask me why
I didn't have work today, so like I didn't have work today.
No work for you?
Oh, hell no.
You played hooky, or there was just no work for you today?
I just didn't have work today. I work retail, so you know.
Lucky you.
This is my weekend because come Black Friday, for some strange behind reason, people think it's gonna be okay to leave their house.
Okay. Oh, so y'all got sales on Friday? You got have people
No,
coming
people
through
are
and shit
starting
like
their Black Friday sales like weeks ahead now. So like they're
Okay.
trying to like, how do I say? They're trying to like soften the blow of Black Friday. They're trying to like lessen the amount of people that's gonna be there.
Got you. So they've been allowing people that do their Black Friday shopping weeks in advance, getting those same deals. So they're not going to have no surprise Black Friday deals like, yo, check this out. Here goes an extra 10% off. Nope.
All gonna be the same shit for the whole week.
All right. Well, I guess that's good. Got any plans for Turkey Day?
I'm gonna eat my ass off and then steal as many plates as possible before they realize that I took everything.
Okay. Before they realize you took everything, what, took all the food?
Yeah.
You going to steal all the food?
It all depends on what they got. Because I mean, I go hard, I go home. So like, if there's a whole pot of something or a whole pan of something that I like, you know, before anybody know, I'm gonna like stash that away in my trunk or something, and then come back like nothing happened. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
So you already plotting on taking some food with you, that like whole pans and shit. They be like, "Where's the turkey at? Where did the turkey go?"
Already happened.
Oh
like,
shit!
This ain't nothing new. Like, what do you mean?
Got you.
Stealing food has been like a 20+ year business right now. I am a pro.
Okay. A 20+ year business. Oh shit.
Yes, I had the grandmother that used to pop you every time you were by the like you were in the kitchen. She used to like pop you. So you got to develop ways to, you know, sneak around and get food without her knowing.
Okay. All right. What you doing over there? You over there rolling this shit?
I am. I didn't have time to do it before. Sorry.
No problem. I'm gonna end up rolling because my first one is already almost gone. So I got my puff here. I got my drink here. Something different tonight. No vodka. You know what it is tonight? Take a guess. Bet you can't guess.
It's clear.
Bet
you
like can't
bubbly. Guess. Are you drinking wine? Moscato?
No, it's not wine. I wouldn't drink wine.
That was a horrible
right
guess.
now.
You are very good, correct? That was a horrible guess. I don't know. Tequila?
Damn, so you did guess. That was a pretty quick guess. It's Patron and Sprite. It's Patron and Sprite. Was that a good combination? I don't know. I'm not a a big drinker. Even though I look like a drinker to y'all, I'm not really a big drinker. Is that a proper combination? Patron and Sprite? I guessed.
I heard tequila and ginger beer is actually pretty good.
Ginger beer. What is ginger beer?
It's like beer. It's like carbonated ginger. It's like ginger soda.
Okay. All right. I might try it one day.
If we got the balls, yeah.
Yeah, I might try it one day. Where would I buy it from?
Anywhere.
I don't think I've ever recalled seeing ginger beer in the store.
I don't think you've.
But I've never actually looked. You're right. I never actually looked. So.
That's everywhere, trust me. And now that I spoke about it, it's gonna pop up more. It's probably right next to the tonic water or something.
I've never actually looked for tonic water neither.
Well, there you go. That's why you never find either.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but you know what you could I could probably also buy it on Amazon, right?
That sounds like a lot of work, but I guess if you want to be lazy.
But you know who's trying to be like Amazon, it seems?
eBay?
Instagram.
Oh,
have you
that
noticed,
little shopping thing in the middle?
Yeah, have you noticed Instagram updated and now they're trying to be like Amazon? So Instagram's trying to be like Amazon. Twitter recently made an update trying to be like Instagram, which Instagram was trying to be like Snapchat, but now everybody's trying to be everybody. Have you
and
ever?
They all want to be Facebook.
Have you ever shopped on Instagram?
I have pressed the shop button on a lot of clothes, and all they're telling me is that jacket that I want is $3,000. So no, I have not shopped on the Instagram.
Did you push the shop button on purpose?
I did, to see how much that damn jacket was, and then they told me it was $3,000, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe Instagram shop ain't for me." Like they don't give you no knockoff websites. They don't be like, "Oh, but Amazon got something close to this." No, they're like straight up, "This jacket costs $3,000. You can buy it from Gucci."
Oh shit! So damn, they really trying to sell to you, huh?
Yeah, like authentic shit. Like this is real leather, boo boo.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be buying from Amazon. I mean, from Instagram. I almost said Amazon, but it's actually Instagram. I don't think I'm gonna be buying from Instagram.
I do like screenshot the pictures from Instagram, and then I like have like this Google Lens or like this Amazon helper that like tells me like, yeah, this jacket kind of looks like this other jacket that isn't $3,000.
Okay. So you figured out how to finagle the whole system and find what you want without using what they tell you to use.
I'd be damned if I buy full price anything.
Got you.
Like especially clothes. I can just buy it at a thrift store and just like, I don't know, glue on some patches.
But at a thrift store, it's not what you want; it's what they got, right? But I guess that's like the regular store too.
It depends on what you find. It isn't about what they got. It's all about more what you find. Because I found some really good vintage stuff at like thrift stores, and I'm like, why did y'all even like throw this away?
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. You lived in the Tampa area for a little while. Did you ever go to a basketball game in Tampa?
I feel like it's like slightly racist asking a tall person about basketball.
Keith Hadding told me that joke.
That was a good one. Oh shit! I didn't want to do that again.
Hadding told me that joke.
I appreciate it. But no, I've never seen my brethren in their natural habitat.
All right. Have you ever been to a game?
Something happening. I've been to basketball games. Yes, I have. What's so special about the ones in Tampa, though?
Well, there aren't any in Tampa because there's not a team. But guess what? There's about to be a team. The Toronto Raptors.
This is a fucking setup.
Are going to be the Tampa Bay Raptors, at least temporarily. You know, and this is all happening because of COVID. You know?
Of course it is.
But it's weird though. The NBA stands for National Basketball Association, right?
Mm-hmm.
National is what? Is that just the U.S.?
Don't ask me geography questions.
Or is national? Because national isn't North America, right?
I can tell you it isn't international, so that like limits it to more local.
So international and national. So national. Okay. Regardless of the fact. International is Toronto because they're in Canada. So that's part of the reason why the Toronto Raptors will be temporarily moving to Tampa for pretty much the 2021 NBA season, because Canada has restrictions on travel due to COVID. So the Toronto Raptors wouldn't be able to travel back and forth for their games because of these restrictions and shit like that. So temporarily, they're going to be moving the team to Tampa, where they'll be playing in the Amelia Arena, where the actual Tampa Bay Lightning actually play. So there'll be some NBA going on in Tampa, which they don't really do NBA basketball in Tampa very often. And when they did, it was kind of like, I believe, exhibition games in the beginning of the season for the Orlando Magic, because they're about an hour and a half away over here in Orlando and shit like that. So it'll be interesting.
Does that also mean that Drake is moving to Tampa? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you think? Is Drake moving to Tampa? These are just
questions that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are asking.
We'll probably see some interesting faces at some of these games. I wouldn't be surprised if Drake pop up in Tampa. You know, that wasn't
in Tampa. Trump's about to be in Tampa.
Who's in Tampa?
Everybody. OJ
Simpson?
Yeah, OJ moved to Tampa when he got out. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that, Mr.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope he probably stayed down the street getting all the
Is that
little
the
white
OJ
women.
dance?
I mean,
yo,
a lot of white women
killers
are in Tampa.
Stay in Tampa, it seems.
I don't think it's a positive aspect of Tampa.
Huh?
Because there's also a lot of strip clubs in Tampa.
There is. So you just said OJ stays in Tampa. You know who else stays in Tampa? Carol Baskin stays in Tampa. And it seems like people that...
Seriously?
Yeah, she stays right down the block from one of my homeboys, actually.
Okay, does your homeboy own tigers?
No, he doesn't. He just occasionally posts videos of her driving by and shit on her bicycle. Like, look, y'all, Carol Baskin.
She's a person. She was on Dancing with the Stars, and I really believe that Dancing with the Stars missed the whole concept of who she is as a person to even offer that position. But also, Nelly made it to like the finalist on Dancing with the Stars while wearing like Air Force Ones the entire show. So, this 2020.
You're right. It is. Shit's weird.
Yeah, Nelly almost won Dancing with the Stars, Black folks. Yeah.
You watched it though? You actually watched it?
Don't judge me. Right?
So you're one of the people that watched it. Okay.
Not every episode, but sometimes I chimed in. Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Okay.
I'd be curious to see, if Nelly can actually jive and or give me a decent foxtrot. I don't know. Maybe he can. But these are questions that I didn't know I had until I found out that Nelly was on Dancing with Stars. And now I kind of need to know.
All right.
He did like a pretty good samba, I guess.
I don't know what any of these dances you're currently referring to are.
That's all right. It's because you're light skinned, but you aren't Nelly light skinned.
Well, what is Nelly light skinned?
Light skinned enough to get on Dancing with the Stars.
You're racist. Okay.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I pick on everybody. So is that I think I'm less racist because I pick on all races.
All right. All races of what? Of
everybody.
Light skin or just?
I got some darky jokes.
You're bad. Okay. You're bad. You're not good.
Oh wow. I'm right here. Thank you.
Oh man. All right. Did you watch the last versus battle?
Or Jeezy and Gucci Man?
Yes.
Kinda. But as a Floridian and as a Jacksonviller, I went more with Jeezy than I did with Gucci. But I also felt like, how the hell did neither one of those leave? Like, they left with no bullet wounds. Nobody got stabbed. Like, they didn't have to turn the camera off because Jeezy was about to fight somebody. Like, there was some disrespectful moments in that show. And Jeezy won the overall music aspect, But like Gucci Man, like he used that fucking platform for a reason. Like he had some pent up shit he had to say, and he was
he
going to say it
did.
directly to Jeezy's face.
He did.
And that was the only way he was going to move past that situation.
I don't think he moved past it though. He says he wants to do another battle
With Jeezy again?
with somebody else. He wants to do another battle though.
Oh, so he just ain't done talking shit. That's the point. Like
Maybe
he
not.
has so many songs, and so I don't know. I could do Jeezy, not Jeezy, but Gucci Man versus Lil Wayne, just because everybody wants somebody versus Lil Wayne. But I also want
Gucci
like Lil
Man
Wayne
versus Lil Wayne.
I want Lil Wayne versus Jay-Z, to be honest, or like Nas versus Jay-Z. That would be pretty lit. I'd be okay with either of those two.
That one would be lit. I don't think that would have happened, but I think that would be kind of lit though.
I could dream. I told you. I also want like the Temptations versus the Isley Brothers, and we all know that's not going to happen. But like somebody can be representatives of the Isley Brothers. Like all we really need is like somebody's old ass uncle in like a church suit, and he can represent all of the Temptations.
Yeah, I've went to see
like gator shoes.
I went to see the Temptations one time. This was some years ago.
Showing your age.
This was some years ago. My dad took me with my grandmother and took us to see the Temptations at the like what was it? Where was it at? Somewhere out here. One of the amphitheaters out here, right? And I was like, these don't look like the Temptations. These guys look way too young to be the Temptations. And then I realized the Temptations just swap singers in and out, in and out. The Temptations don't care who's in the Temptations as long as you can sing. So if there was a battle with the Temptations and the Isley Brothers,
there could still be a group of Temptations.
Who you bringing into the battle? Who's the people that sang them songs on them records from back in the days? I don't think none of them alive. I think they're all gone.
They are gone. But also when they were alive, there were also like different people in the Temptations.
So. Yeah. And you do know this wasn't even my point, right?
Yeah, but I'm really
my point was that the versus battle was actually bigger than the VMAs.
Who the fuck watches the VMAs anymore? That's the real question.
I don't know.
Not even that the verses are more popular. It's even in the past, nobody really watched the VMAs. They're not for us. Jeezy and Gucci Man, that was for us.
I know. That was for us. 5 million people tuned into the versus battle, which was on the versus battle. This is 5 million people total from people that watched on Apple Music, Instagram, and they actually counted YouTube and Facebook in those numbers as well. I'm not sure how they knew.
So overall,
they estimated, I guess.
If it's over 5, you add 1 million. If it's under 5, you take away 1.
Yeah. Let's take a call real quick. Area code 206. Area code 206. What's going on? You live with Khary's crib. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Timothy. Actually, I spoke to you the other night. I'm calling from Seattle.
Hey, what's going on, Timothy? Out in Seattle. I remember you called in. How you doing, man? Turn your TV down some of the back. Yeah. Your device.
Yeah, let me do that. Sorry, let me do that. My apologies.
Hey, what's going on, Timothy? Out in Seattle. I remember you calling.
Dude, so our city of Tampa, the 813, we're actually going to become a championship city again with the Toronto Raptors coming. Are you kidding?
Yeah, the Toronto Raptors will be here. They'll be starting in December. The season starts in December.
So is that actually legit? That we're going to actually have a championship city? Because somebody needs to work on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, whatever happened last night? I mean,
yeah, they did lose last night, right? I'm not sure what happened to them. I last looked at the game. They was down. They had like 17 or something like that, and they was losing. And I was like, oh shit! I didn't get the chance to actually watch the whole game, but I assumed they didn't come back because it was the fourth quarter.
Not a lot
of course, 27-24. I was actually surprised about how the score was last night. But anyways, yeah. So boycotting. What kind of boycotting are we speaking about? Because that looks like it's your main topic tonight. It's called boycott. We're
gonna get into that in a minute. But for the boycotts, just boycotts in general. Do people still boycott things? Because there's supposed to be a Dave Chappelle boycott. Which actually, what was I just talking about? I was just talking about the versus battle.
Culture.
Yeah. So now, actually, you know what? I'll jump into our next story with you on the line, Timothy. Boycott Dave Chappelle. Have you heard about this yet?
I have not. I mean, I know how people boycott pharmaceutical companies. They obviously work because look at the opioid problem with the drug company that actually is in the federal courts right now because of all the homeless people on drugs right now, the Oxycontin users. I mean, I know down south with the doctors that are using it, of course it's huge. Boycotting will definitely still work.
But those doctors are also being paid to like push those pills though. Like the pharmaceutical companies were paying the doctors to tell them to first give them these pills to these people. So it wasn't so much like boycotting for like the opiates, but more like they started cracking down harder by law to give out opiates. So it was a universal thing, but also, I mean, once you're addicted, you can't really boycott. Well, I guess you can.
Of course, I've been sober for 8 years. I could definitely say yes, boycott that. Yes, boycott and boycott Dave Chappelle.
So
how can you boycott? No, you can never boycott Dave Chappelle. Sorry, but that dude is one of the funniest individuals in Hollywood.
I know. All right, so check it out. So check it out, Timothy.
That's real.
So today, Dave Chappelle dropped a video where he was talking about when he hosted Saturday Night Live. And like right when he signed the contract to do Saturday Night Live, he found out that the Dave Chappelle show was released on Netflix and HBO Max. He talks about this in a video he released today. I think it was called Unforgiven, I think was the name of it. Well, he kind of went through, it was just a portion of a stand-up act he did where he kind of spoke on this. And during his monologue on Saturday Night Live, SNL, because I just can't seem to say Saturday Night Live on SNL, he said that he wasn't getting paid for it being on Netflix and HBO Max. And on this clip that he released today, he kind of goes into detail on why he's not being paid, because he signed a contract with Comedy Central back before Netflix even existed, before streaming even existed, where he signed something where your name, your likeness, and perpetuity throughout the whole fucking universe, they have the right to use. So they pretty much sold rights to Netflix, to HBO Max, which allowed them to start streaming it. Dave Chappelle's not getting paid for any of that. Okay? So Dave Chappelle said he spoke with Netflix. He called up Netflix. He said, yo, this is fucked up. It hurts my feelings, you know, that they're doing this. Netflix said, yo, Dave, we fuck with you. So guess what? If you go to Netflix now and try to find the Dave Chappelle show, you can't find it because they pulled it off. They pulled it off because Dave Chappelle came to them and said, yo, this shit ain't right. And even though they probably already spent whatever money they spent to be able to show it, they said, you know what, Dave? We did not know it was going down like that, so we fuck with you, so we ain't gonna show this shit no more. So now at the end of the special, Dave said, yo, he's trying to reach out. He's trying to pretty much speak out to companies, to Viacom, companies that own like HBO Max and shit like that. And he's pretty much saying, yo, if y'all fuck with me, if y'all support me, don't watch the Dave Chappelle show until they figure out how I'm supposed to get paid for this. Because this contract I signed, he said, yes, I signed this contract, but the shit ain't right. Because this shit didn't.
He signed a contract, but then he walked away because he was losing his mind from so much money. Is it right to boycott him? No. I mean, he deserves something.
Let me finish. Let me finish. So at the end, he says, yo, I'm not here to ask any of y'all to boycott Comedy Central or any of this shit. I'm asking y'all to boycott me. He says, don't watch the Dave Chappelle show on these networks until they figure out how to pay me, until I get paid for it. You know, so he's saying, yo, don't watch that shit if you fuck with me. So he's asking us to boycott watching the Dave Chappelle show and watching Dave Chappelle. Would you have you been watching Dave Chappelle on any of these networks?
I watch Dave Chappelle all the time ever since I was in high school.
I know. since they got released on Netflix and HBO Max, have you watched them at all?
No, actually, I haven't. I mean, I haven't watched any of his stand-ups, no.
Okay, all right. Well, this is his show that they actually released on there. But since they released the show, it actually became one of the #1 trending shows on Netflix. You know, and they actually removed it off of there now. So I think it's also one of the top shows on HBO Max as well. So would you support Dave and not watch the show?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I would too. What about you? What about you, Tashima? Would you support Dave and not watch the show? Or you just gotta laugh that much?
I'm not gonna watch it, of course. Not even of course. I mean, if it pops up, I'm not gonna turn it off. But side note, I'm not like victim shaming or anything, but like it's gonna be a lot harder to fight that because it's a contract, and a contract is hard to like fight against, and you kind of like sign the contract without thinking of the future and like residual, like any kind of back pay in the future. Like you didn't think of like what if they're gonna show like reruns or something, even like more.
No, I'm pretty sure he thought about reruns. But this is a whole new you can't think about what somebody might invent. You know, because streaming is pretty much
somebody's gonna invent. It's just like just the future period. Like if you know that they're like shooting it now, like everybody laughed at old dude for like making home videos. But after it hit, everybody's like, why the fuck didn't we do this sooner? So I'm not like upset, like, you know, I can't be upset about anything. But it's not like, you know, I can't feel bad for him because there was that small aspect of like, come on. I mean, they got you. You can't, like, they got you, yeah. And like, you want your money, you deserve it, but it's a contract. And I just wish you the best.
Contracts are designed to be broken.
Somebody should have said something. Long story short, somebody should have said something.
You know, at the time this was created.
I do have something to say about these versus battles.
Go ahead, Timothy.
I have something to say about these versus battles. You want to talk about versus battles? Gucci Mane saying that Eminem sucks, that no one ever plays him. I'd like to see Gucci Mane versus Eminem, or I'd like to see Benzino against Eminem. I would definitely like to see Eminem draw the line and say, hey, you need to just quit crying. I have 50 Cent in my corner. Who do you have in your corner except the people on the street?
You're an Eminem fan?
Am I an Eminem fan?
Yeah.
Yes, big time. I consider him actually one of the best rappers on top of Jay-Z. Lyricist.
Okay.
He is one of the best lyricists. I mean, who can have like any word pattern besides him and Rakim? And then going to the Beastie Boys, I mean, really, I can go all day. We can go all day. I mean, I can definitely go to the Beastie Boys before the Beastie Boys, and we'll have Rakim. And then from Rakim, then you have Cool G in the game right before them. I mean,
Cool G, okay.
He's excited.
I fuck with you with Cool G in the game. Okay, I can rock with you with that. Beastie Boys, I'm not sure. I was never really a big fan of the Beastie Boys, tell you the truth. I've never really
Beastie
been.
Boys got a few songs.
I've never been a Beastie Boys fan. You know, I've never thought that the Beastie Boys were. Oh my God, the Beastie Boys! I never felt that. Like back in the days when they used to get like the super praise, I used to be like, I don't get it. They got like, I think I like 3 of their songs. 3 of their songs go hard.
Hey, they had like who brought one of the best rappers out, LL Cool J.
He is. I would say he is. He's definitely one of the GOATs. I would agree with that.
Yes. I mean, Head Sprung goes hard. Head Sprung goes hard. No,
I think Eminem.
We'll crush him.
I think if Eminem was black, he wouldn't be considered as great as he is.
So let me ask you a question. What's considered hip hop these days? Because hip hop has changed. The culture has changed.
That it has. I was listening to. I was scrolling through my Twitter the other day, and somebody posted a video of Future and Yachty, and said this is the new Jay-Z and Kanye. And I clicked it, and I said, I want to see what they. And it was like, after I watched it, like my only criticism is, I think we need a new genre. I think
just leave hip hop by itself and just create something other than rap. Just have a whole
because I don't think a lot of the stuff going on nowadays is rap. Like
no, it's not.
You know, when it comes to, I think there's like Bone Thugs and Harmony, even though they had the harmony, they had more rap in their shit. They just harmonized like maybe one thing.
They just had Busy Bone sing the goddamn backgrounds.
You know? But nowadays, it's like the harmony is all of the bars. You know?
So the song is more the harmony.
Right,
than the
it's
actual,
more
like,
they're
melody
singing.
and
There's
stuff.
more singing and melodies than rapping and shit like that.
Okay, so I asked a question because there's an argument I have that hip hop is more than just like a rapping thing, but it's more of like a cultural aspect. So it involves like the hats, the clothes, the shoes, and then like the rap and everything other is more like a subgenre. It's like a side off piece of what hip hop actually is. So like hip hop
Yes.
isn't just like a genre of rap,
Yes,
it's like a
'cause-
whole culture it kind of fix.
Yes, hip hop is a culture. It's made up of a bunch of elements, you know? It was breakdancing, you know, it was breakdancing, it was graffiti,
breakdancing with the
it was
Adidas and the
turntablism,
Adidas
it was
Puma.
the rap, you know?
So you would agree that say more than creating a whole new genre versus hip hop and rap, can't you just like say rap is like a subculture of hip hop and we should just create like a different subculture?
Rap is the
within
music.
itself?
Rap is the music of the hip hop culture. You know?
Alright, okay.
Whereas
Alright,
like
so when you
breaking
say
breaking was the dance of the hip hop culture. And that's kind of expanded into more things, you know. The art of the hip hop culture was the visual art of the hip hop culture was graffiti. You know, that was
drill rap. What's drill rap?
Drill rap is kind of the sound that Pop Smoke has a little bit. Rap. You know?
Oh, I'm old and I'm the youngest person on this phone. Okay.
I'm only 35.
Good. Shit, I need to stop working so much. All right. Don't judge me. Okay,
all right,
so
well, y'all have a good night. Nice chatting to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy
Well, I
holidays.
appreciate you calling.
Thanks,
Appreciate you
ladies,
calling
stay
in.
safe.
Yo, thank you. Have a
All
good
right,
night.
thanks, Timothy.
Bye.
Yeah, I did have Timothy on the phone for a little bit, huh?
A little bit.
Mm-hmm,
So when you say create a whole new genre, what do you mean? Like what do you mean by like a whole new genre?
Like it's not rap. It's not rap. You know, I don't think it's rap. It's more singing. You know, like how R&B has its own genre because it's singing. You know, I think
So,
a lot of these.
That whole Drake album.
Yes, I think a lot of Drake shit is like a different genre. It's not just rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, should it be like rapping B or something like that? rapping R&B.
Rap side A.
rapping B.
Side B.
Yeah, or I don't know. You know, yes. Message over here in the chat says auto-tune did kill hip-hop, you know?
Don't do T-Pain like that. He did not kill
I don't
hip-hop.
think T-Pain killed hip-hop. I don't think T-Pain killed hip-hop. I think labels contributed to killing hip-hop. And I say that
overused.
And I say that because labels. Okay, let me just take it back real quick. Back in the days, labels used to sign groups off of their originality. You know, there would be multiple albums that would come out within the same month, week, day that sounded nothing like another album. You know, like Wu-Tang and A Tribe Called Quest released on the same day. You know? And that shit don't happen no more. You don't really have albums that come out that sound very different from other albums that are out. You know, like the only thing that
everything sounds the same.
Right. A lot of times the only thing you're gonna get something different is J. Cole might release something that sounds different from other things people are putting out. You know, Kendrick will release something that sounds different. You know?
What are they doing with their lives though? Like, but Kendrick Lamar put out Black Panther and just sat there and chilled. Like, that's so disrespectful. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about Black Panther.
And yes, that was a sword above the bed. No, it was a key. You got a key above your bed.
Yeah, my key blades. I have two of them actually. Boom. This one's from Halloween Town, and that's the basic bitch. But don't yeah, those are my babies.
So let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which is do boycotts still work? You know, which kind of I got to this topic based off of the whole Dave Chappelle thing. You know, with him asking us to boycott Dave Chappelle or boycott the Dave Chappelle show, the Chappelle show. Do boycotts work? It's in, and we spoke about this briefly in pre-production and shit like that. And you kind of likened it to cancel culture and shit like that.
Because I mean, isn't that just like another form of boycotting? When people say like this person's canceled or that person's canceled, it's basically you're just like not gonna listen or like buying any of their stuff. But you also have people who don't care. Like it's not like that much of a cultural thing. And I'm not like trying to go for these people, but you also have to realize that some people like just don't care and they just want to watch the Chappelle show and it's still there on Hulu. So as much as like we can cancel it, oh, you already paid for your subscription and it's already there. And most likely it's probably going to pop up. Like when you're done watching a series, it's going to play next.
Mm-hmm.
And some people may turn it off and like that's good for them, but there's also going to be those people who just continue watching it. So, I mean, I think if you really want to help, the companies have to make it harder for them to find. And that would probably help them out more, but it's just easily accessible. Like it's just there and people's gonna watch it. And that's just how the world is now, point blank period.
Okay. All right.
The cancel culture is annoying though.
Now canceling somebody and boycotting somebody or something are different, or they should be different things, right? Because don't boycotts kind of have a goal in why they're boycotting something? Aren't boycotts?
People also have a reason why they're canceling somebody else, because like they say something negative about somebody else's culture or like sexuality or something like that. That's the same thing as being like, hey, they don't let Black people sit in the front of the bus. Don't ride this bus. Mm-hmm. Cancel this bus station.
Right, but they canceled. They didn't cancel. They boycotted because they eventually started riding the buses again. Canceling is kind of like we don't want that shit no more ever again.
They also said that about Doja Cat, and didn't she just win an award the other night? So like, okay.
Yeah, but we ain't the people that's a lot of people talk cancel, but it's like the key word. Cancel's a key word right now. You know?
It's just a hot topic.
That's why I put boycott. Do boycotts still work? Do
boycotting? I mean,
do the threats?
I've seen it work overseas.
It seems like
I've seen it work. I think boycotting more works not if like your money comes from like streams, but if it was like hard copies or like merchandise type things, or if like you actually did live shows. I think that would probably like hurt more than it would like you stop watching a show on TV. I mean, yeah, the ratings will go down, obviously, but it's streaming, and I don't know how streaming works.
Will the ratings go down? If you just stop watching it, if you just stop watching his one show, but you watch something else instead.
I mean, he has a lot of shows on Netflix, but that's because Netflix paid him money to do it, and probably Netflix brought Netflix a lot more money than they probably did for the Chappelle show. Mm-hmm. So it all comes to the point, like it would probably like hurt more if like Dave Chappelle got more money from merchandise or like live shows. If people stopped doing that, then the companies would actually hurt more. But like stop streaming the show isn't like gonna stop them from getting paid all that much. I mean, the Chappelle show is like years old, so they like made their money off of it already.
They made their money off of it, but Netflix already spent money to Comedy Central to license it. HBO Max spent money to Comedy Central to license it.
Like I said, Netflix probably got more money from revenue from doing Dave Chappelle stand-ups than they probably paid to get the Dave Chappelle show on Netflix.
Yeah, probably. They probably ate their losses, but HBO Max hasn't made a move yet.
Probably because they didn't. Probably because they had to pay more.
They don't have no. Oh, and also during Dave's. I mean,
did Dave Chappelle axe HBO?
Oh, I was about to mention this. During Dave's the video that he released, he pretty much says, you know, that I went to HBO and pitched him the show, the Dave Chappelle show. You know, and he said they could have just said yes or no. He said, but they took it a step further and said, why do we need you?
I vaguely remember that.
You know? And this is what he said on that with the video that he released today. And so now that's kind of like, oh, why? That's the reason y'all motherfuckers are paying for my shit now, but still trying not to pay me, kind of like sidestep. I'm not sure these networks were aware of that though.
Very, very true. I mean, they don't see the value of things before other people do. I mean, some people
they
need
definitely
some
don't.
chance, and then after that, hit the ground running.
They don't take risks. They only take risks after shit has been proven.
They need like a solid win. They don't really bet so much on losses, or even like the underdog. Like, nah, they'll do it if the publicity is good, maybe.
Right. No network would come and say, "Hey, Khary, here goes $1 million because we think you might be able to do something."
I see your potential.
Right.
Like,
they ain't coming. They ain't coming to. They ain't looking for potential.
I believe somebody will, but that's just who I
am. They ain't
looking
for potential. They looking for proven motherfucking numbers that we can prove, motherfucker. We don't want potential.
Yeah.
You know,
people with money kind of suck sometimes.
But you know what? But I think the threats of boycotts scare some companies and shit like that. I think that's why Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben got fired. You know?
No, just
they was trying to be proactive. They said, you know what?
There we go.
At some point, black people gonna get on our ass about these characters we got.
No, black people already did. They just changed it before it got too big. Because once again, Starbucks, and when the people wore the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and then Starbucks is like, yeah, you can't wear that at work, and then everybody had a huge issue, and then suddenly, like the next 2 weeks, they literally had Black Lives merchandise.
They got Black Lives merchandise?
Like, not really like to sell, but they had like all their employees change like their uniforms to like say Black Lives Matter and stuff. And just like 2 weeks ago, you were like, hey, you can't do that. But now that the world was upset,
I thought you were saying
hey,
they actually had like Black Lives Matter merchandise ready to start selling.
People from Starbucks probably can like sell it on eBay. You can sell anything on eBay.
Oh man, Black Lives Matter Starbucks shirts.
Hey man, I want a Waffle House pin. As soon as you find how to get yours, I find out how to get mine.
Can't you just order one? You could probably order one online.
A Waffle House pin?
Yeah, you know somebody. Well, let's see.
I know what I'm doing after this call.
Didn't want to do that. I just want a pin. Let's see.
Don't.
Waffle House pin, $8 on Etsy. It says, I love Waffle House.
No, that's not it.
But which one are you looking for?
I want the ones that like the cooks and shit wear at Waffle House.
What it says, I'm a Waffle House cook.
Broke people can't cancel rich people. I agree.
Yeah, yes, unless all the broke people come together.
I mean, broke people do have power. There's a lot more broke people than there are rich people. So, I mean, if all of our broke asses got out and stopped working so damn much, we could probably change the world. But we at work all the damn time paying bills to be broke again. So, I guess
Minus, you just joining? Minus said boycott Dave for what? Dave asked us to boycott him because he ain't getting paid for his Dave Chappelle show. So he said, stop watching that shit. You know? Yeah, I like Backwoods, but I don't like Backwoods. This shit don't be sticking clothes and shit.
Not enough mainstream. I told you what to do. You're supposed to like put water on it and let it like chill for a minute.
Well, this was another one. This wasn't the one that was out for 2 days. And I cracked this like 2 days ago. And I said, you know what? I don't want to roll it up in that. I'm going to roll it up as something different. So, but then I said, can I use it? No, but I got a new one. This is a new one. See?
Got to be more careful.
So what made you decide Storm for your hairstyle?
It wasn't on purpose. Gray just looks good on me. But I want to be upset that people relate me to Storm so much, but I'm a Black girl with the X-Men tattoo, and there's literally like no other Black woman in the X-Men. So, I mean, I'm not upset.
And you got a key hanging above your bed. The key of what? The key
This is the Kingdom key.
The Kingdom key.
Yeah, and then the one above it, I forgot the name of it, but it's the key to Halloween Town from
Is that
The
like
Nightmare Before Christmas.
the
Yeah, that's
the the the
basically
the
that
kingdom
version.
key? Is that like a euphemism, like the kingdom key above the
We're
bed?
not gonna
So
sit here and talk video games. I don't think that's
I wasn't
like the
talking about
people.
video games.
You are, because if you're asking about that, it's from a video game, and
Okay, it's
no,
from a
it's
video
not
game.
like what you're talking
It's not
about.
a sexual reference to somebody being granted access to the kingdom, huh?
You're
Okay.
a perv.
Okay.
All right. All right, Mr. OnlyFan. I got you. This is what
I
you're
don't
doing,
have an
dropping subtle hints?
OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans.
But I watch your show, so I hear the
Yet.
people. I see what the people want.
I don't have one yet. I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have one yet.
All right.
You
You
know?
should call it Captain Khary.
Captain Khary. My OnlyFans should be Captain Khary. Oh shit.
Mhm.
CK.
You should wear aviator glasses.
And then I could
entire
get
time.
I could buy a lot of Calvin Klein clothes because you know it has the
I was
CK.
thinking like a lot more like a pilot kind of thing. You know, or maybe like a Top Gun situation where you like wear aviators and like a hat, maybe. And nothing
Aviators,
else.
a hat, and a bomber jacket with the fur around the collar.
Yeah, and nothing else.
Nothing else. I would have to have like army green socks on or something.
You can do whatever you want after that.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I should write that down just in case.
You're
just
welcome.
in case.
I'm just saying. Apparently, it's a side hustle. I wouldn't know.
Might be. You know, you never know. You know, it might be able to help me make money without actually having to actually work and shit. You know.
I mean, you got to work for it.
I know, but it's just like one to two times.
Give you my money
like,
when you're doing nothing.
It's not like
you can't even go to a strip club. You got to do something.
I could create. It would be a library. It would be a library of Captain Khary. I would have to stand like with my hands.
Or you could just sit there naked and just read books.
Stand, put my hands to the side, and be. Oh, I should definitely have a scarf blowing and shit like that.
I'm okay with that. I'll get a Beyonce fan in there. I like that. It's good quality work.
You are silly. You
You invited me here, all right? I'm just here.
I'm choking on this fucking. I forget the name of this shit. I forget what I was smoking. They said I should get a cape, maybe.
A cape? I'm okay with that.
Just the cape?
And it should have like a K on it, or maybe you can have like the crown like you have on your hat can be on the cape, and that could be like your crest.
Ooh.
You should do that. I'm okay with that.
Okay, I could get like make a big button around the front, like here.
No, because all I'm gonna
let me finish.
Okay,
the button will be in the shape of this right here, of the crown, right? So then it'll be like a button right there that's the shape of the crown. It actually holds the cape on. So that way I'm not like fumbling with it. With like I'm right now when I say cape, I'm kind of like thinking of like the old school costumes, you know, where you actually had to tie the cape up and
I see what you're saying, but it also depends on how big it is, because you're gonna borderline the Flavor Flav kind of shit, you know. And I don't want you to hit
Flavor Flav. What's a borderline Flavor Flav?
With the big behind clock, like you know.
It wouldn't be a clock. It'd be a crown emblem.
No, I'm saying
that's
like
a
how
button
like
that actually holds the cape on.
I'm saying distracting wise, you know. I don't want like the pen to be so big where all you see is like that giant metal, like the giant pendant. Then it just takes away from like the real reason why we're here.
Oh, I realize I do look different with my glasses off and on, by the way.
You just want a compliment. That's all you want.
I was not looking for no compliments. I said that because one day I was out. I was chilling. And my homegirl introduced me to this other girl, and we was all talking and shit like that. But then I went out again, and I saw her out. But this time I had my glasses on instead of my contacts. And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And she looked at me like she'd never seen me before in her life. You know? So that's what made me say, I think I look different with my glasses off or on and things like that.
All right, Superman, Clark Kent. I hear you. I hear you. I hear
So
you.
I do have a Superman shirt.
Get out. Get the fuck out.
What?
Right.
What's
Just
wrong with
get
that?
out.
I do have a Superman shirt.
Don't ever wear it and not have your glasses on, because just don't.
What if I wear it and have my glasses on and then take them off? Like, and I have it like underneath a button up.
First of all, Superman is like the worst person you can be other than the Green Lantern. So
why is Superman the worst you could be? I thought he was one of the...
Other than the Green Lantern.
Why?
I excused him.
Why? What's wrong?
Why is he better than the Green Lantern, or why do I hate the Green Lantern?
Why is Superman on the worst list? You think his cape is gonna get caught in a plane engine?
First of all, he would survive it, so why would it matter?
Why do you think he's one of the worst?
He's like too good. Like, I get it.
Too good?
Like, yeah, I get it. You're like a troubled soul or whatever. I mean, you're kind of raised in a really good family. Like, I don't know. You never seen
the one where he decided to take over the world?
You're talking about Injustice, yes. I mean, I like that Superman.
But he was like, yo, fuck all y'all. I'm Superman.
Like,
if you don't listen to me, I will chop you in half with my fucking eye beams.
No, but like the Joker like sent a pregnant Lois Lane to like space and then tricked he tricked Superman to think that a pregnant Lois Lane was Doomsday. So he thought he was killing Doomsday, but like actually took his pregnant wife and unborn child to space and then killed them. And not only that, there was like a trigger attached to their heart to all of Metropolis. So when the unborn baby died and his like wife died, his entire city full of people got blown up at the same time.
I see you know this story pretty well, huh?
Yeah. don't do me like that. But like
Isis Fargo said just Team Batman this way.
Straight up, all day.
So you boycotting Superman, huh?
First of all, I like Superman from the beginning, so it ain't boycotting something that I ain't
like Superman from the beginning. You ain't see
just because one person don't like Superman don't mean Superman.
Well, you ain't really watched the Superman movies, did you? From like the 80s?
Because they all sucked. They all sucked. I didn't need to watch them to know. I'm sorry, sweetie. Your childhood wasn't that great if you like Superman. Your taste in stuff is not the best.
You didn't see when he flew around the earth and made it go backwards and turned back the hands of time like an old school R. Kelly song?
I see what you're saying, but yeah.
You know?
Okay.
You didn't see when Richard Pryor got turned into a robot on Superman 3? That one wasn't very good. You didn't see when Superman was on a quest for peace and took all of the took all of the nuclear weapons and threw them into the sun? And then somehow, I think Lex Luthor created a mean Superman where he had like blonde hair though.
But if you threw all the nuclear weapons into, I guess the sun's hot enough to like not have a negative effect.
Yeah, how did we get on the Superman? I thought we was talking about boycotts still working and shit like this. Oh, I complimented your hair and Storm, and then it went into comics and things like that.
I'm not good for staying on topic. We both know this.
Okay. Isis asked us, why should we boycott Dave Chappelle? I feel like I'm going to be answering this question a whole lot tonight.
All day. You know? Are you ready?
I feel like that. And because Dave asked us not to watch the Chappelle show until he starts getting paid for it. Which I agree with him. With that one. You know, I think that kind of goes with what so kind of like in the same vein of what Joe Budden was talking about with his breakup with Spotify with ownership and how they wanted to kind of like take over shit and things like that. So kind of like in that same vein, I think.
So money.
That's Patronus Sprite. I'm not really a big drinker. What? And I will be honest and tell you all, even though I drink, I think alcohol is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't understand you.
It's disgusting.
Grow the fuck up.
It's not good at all. I still feel like that little kid. You know, when I was a little kid, I said, you know what? I'm going to be the big little kid that goes outside. So I took one of my parents' Budweisers out the fridge. I was probably like 10 years old. I said, I'm going to drink this Budweiser and I'm going to show motherfuckers I'm big. I grabbed this Budweiser. I went outside. I opened that can up. I took a sip. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? So I poured that shit out and I filled it up with iced tea. And then I went outside acting like I was drinking beer or iced tea. But the point of that story is to say, that face I made when I was 10 years old and I stole that beer out my mama's fridge, that's the same face and reaction I make now. I don't act like alcohol is good. That shit is disgusting.
First of all, on the behalf
As
of
I take a
drinkers
sip.
everywhere, beer and alcohol are two different things. So don't relate, because
Alcohol is
beer is an
nasty.
acquired taste.
I think alcohol is
there's a
nasty.
drink for everybody. You just don't know what your drink is. That's all it is.
I
That
have
sounds like
not
drugs.
tasted alcohol that I said, you know what, that was delicious.
Because you probably gotta mix it in with shit, and you just haven't tasted
Right.
anything that you like.
If you have to mix it, it's not really good.
People
it's
say
not
that
really
about
good.
grits too. So
You don't have to mix grits for nothing. You can eat plain grits.
no, the hell you
Yes, you
cannot.
can.
I love me some grits.
Okay,
I do,
check this
dear
out.
God,
I've
I'm a
never-
country girl, but
I've
you need some
never-
butter, some salt, and
I've
some
never-
pepper in it. Like
I've never took a spoon of grits. Do you eat just grits with a spoon or a fork?
responsibility.
Okay. I never took a spoon of grits without no salt, without no sugar. I don't know what you prefer. I just use salt and butter. Without none of
First
that,
of all,
I've never taken plain grits. But I have taken plain grits and just tried it. But I've never taken plain grits. And then when I tasted it, just said, never made me say, you know? If I just take some Patron, if I just take some rum, if I just take some Hennessy, if I take any type of liquor and just, guess what? My body's gonna go, you know? That's why I say it's nasty.
probably because they put something in it already. But we're gonna test that theory. We're
But
gonna test that theory, I should say.
how we gonna test that theory?
You're gonna cook grits with no seasoning in it, and you're just gonna spoonful it and see how you like it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go, that's bland. I'm not gonna go, oh my God, you know, like I do when I take sips of alcohol. Oh.
If that's your argument, then yeah, you're correct. If that's your argument, then yeah, I can. All right, whatever.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle
wants.
wants us boycotting Netflix until he starts getting paid. I'm answering ISIS.
But how
and
is he
John.
gonna get paid when he signed a contract where
Because
he
they
agreed
can
to not
change
get
it.
paid?
Because they can change it if they want to.
They can, but in court,
If they want to. Right, they can change it if they want to. Which he actually addresses. He says, you know what? I signed the contract, but it's not right. Which I agree, it's not right. It's not right. You know? And that's why Netflix took it off. Because they said,
but
you know what?
HBO
You're right.
Obviously, don't give a fuck.
You're not right. You're not right.
That's not right.
And that's why he's saying boycott not Netflix. He's saying boycott
The
Dave
Chappelle show,
Chappelle,
just
the Chappelle
not.
show. Right.
Okay, so like, still watch his comedy stuff. On
Right. He's pretty much
Netflix,
saying,
but-
yo, you can still fuck with them networks
Okay.
and shit. Just don't watch my shit on them networks that I'm not getting paid for.
So basically, anything other than Netflix.
Right. He's pretty much saying, don't let my content be what attracts you to this network.
That's okay. I'm
You know?
slow.
The
That makes
content
sense.
that's not paying me.
That makes sense. I can. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway, but I guess. Yeah. That's a
I was
stronger
watching it.
argument
I was
for me.
watching it on Netflix, but it's no longer there.
Mm,
Back
so
to YouTube it is for Dave Chappelle clips. Though I did
Does YouTube
actually
pay him?
some of them are on YouTube, not all of them, some of them. But I did actually own the box set of the Chappelle Show. I bought it right when it came out back in the days, actually.
I believe it.
You know, I went to Best Buy on my lunch break one day. It was like Dave Chappelle season 1 and 2 on DVD. I said, "Ooh, I'm going to Best Buy on my lunch break and getting this DVD set." And I got it. I don't know where it's at right now. I probably threw all them shits away. I was like, who the fuck uses DVDs? I don't even have a DVD player. Shit, the fucking CD in my fucking PlayStation don't even work no more.
Ooh, he's showing your age.
What you mean?
But
I'm
then
showing
again,
my
I'm
age?
thinking
Didn't you
about
have
Best
DVDs?
Buy. Well, I mean, I still do, but that's not the point we're making. My PlayStation works. I can watch DVDs on my PlayStation, so there's that small thing. But Best Buy is also kind of like going the way of Radio Shack, or at least GameStop is. After a
Think so?
while, I
You
mean,
think so?
Best Buy is basically turning into what the Walmart without a grocery store.
I haven't been in there in a while. When I go into Best Buy for
Exactly, Radio Shack.
yeah, kinda like that. You know? Yeah.
That was my sudden thought. That was it.
I go there when I
That was our
need something for
context.
my computer. And when I need something for my computer that I don't want to order on Amazon and that I don't want to have to wait for Amazon, a lot of times I have to wait for it because they don't have it. But
So if Walmart had a Geek Squad.
yeah, you know, kind of. I usually check Walmart first, then check Best Buy.
Oh, thank you for helping my argument.
John Thompson saying over here in the chat, he says, I remember when people were saying the new Dave Chappelle was a clone and not really him.
No, if that's the case, then the old school Gucci man needs to come back with another versus for Juicy.
The old school Gucci?
The
chubby
real Gucci man needs to come back with a whole new versus with Juicy. Then I'll be satisfied.
Hey, Isis, the thing is, he said it's a business deal going bad. Take that L and hire a better team. See, the thing is, when he signed this deal, Netflix didn't exist.
With her.
You know? Netflix
I
didn't
still
exist.
agree with her. But still, like, somebody should have thought of the future when it came to that. Like,
you
that's
can't,
like,
you can't think about, hey, when is this? What is going to be the new medium of
no, because it's not
digital?
about producing on a new medium,
You
or
know,
like a new media platform.
It's like
it should have been like, if you're ever going to reproduce my content ever again in the future, I want a cut of that, and that can include anything in the future.
Right, but that's
how Thomas
okay.
Edison
So
won.
that's how contracts. When you look at contracts, you don't have to. You don't look at what it says you can't do. You have to look at what it says you can do. You know,
somebody didn't read that contract.
No, so contracts are worded to where they're very hard to fucking comprehend and very easy to change based on shit happening that doesn't exist currently.
I don't know contract law,
You
but
know?
I'm pretty sure maybe I don't know, somebody fucked up with that small frame. I mean, it's a small detail, but somebody fucked up. But that's also how Tesla lost to Thomas Edison. So, you know, learn from other people's mistakes sometimes.
But they end up winning in the end.
That's true. So, oh, yay. That was a slow moment, sorry. Yay. Chappelle's gonna win. Yeah. From our mouths to God's ears, yes.
But Netflix did right by Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle went to Netflix and said, "Yo, this ain't right," and they took it off Netflix.
That's true.
The Chappelle show ain't on Netflix. And for the next people that come on and ask about it, I'm just gonna tell them to rewind.
That's how you feel.
You know.
I see.
But let me you know what? Actually, the phone lines are open. I tried a couple of things different tonight. I'm working on season 2. I've already started working on season 2. Season 2 is gonna have like a little more streamlined look and things like that. I started working on a different way to display my house guests over here in the chat, display some of y'all messages and things like that. So if you look in the bottom here now, I kind of have the chat coming up underneath instead of this big box that kind of came over that and things and shit. You know, so just tweaking some things and shit like that. So I do have my chat down here. You do see some of this up here. Fat Boy Super Cool said, Khary, what up, King? Yo, what up, Fat Boy Super Cool? That's an interesting name, right? Fat Boy Super Cool.
I like it. It's fat with a PH and cool with a K. Hey, that's how you know he's a thug.
You a thug over there?
Shit. He does this, and then this is like his real life. Like it shows him. He sat there and his fingers just moved on the keyboard, and he was like, "Fuck yeah!" It sounds right.
We got the phone lines open. If you want to call in and give your feedback on whatever we spoke about tonight, you can call in at 813-559-3339. You know, and you can give us your thoughts and your opinions, like it says underneath the title.
But I do agree with people are saying about the Monique thing. But I also heard that she like got an apology from Tyler Perry.
What did she say about the Monique? What do people say about the Monique thing?
Like how they like Monique like they offered her a deal. Like
okay,
how
so
they
John
offered her
Thompson?
a deal, but it was very, very low. Yeah, like it was a very low ball deal. Like they paid like Amy Schumer more than they were trying to pay her. And she said no, obviously. But even then she was already being blackballed in Hollywood for I forgot what she did for I don't know something after Precious, but apparently I remember it was something after Precious and she got like blackballed, but apparently she got an apology from Tyler Perry, but like she's like trying to get one from like Oprah and like somebody else big, but Oprah ain't for the black folks. I'm sorry, like kinda ish, I guess she's down for some black folks, but like she ain't down for all black folks. But then again, not all black folks are down for all black folks.
Yeah, so. Not all black folks are down for all black folks, to be honest. As we can see with the people that voted for Trump. I'm not going to really talk too much about that, though. I'm not going to talk too much about that.
That's a whole tax bracket thing. Like, that's a taxes kind of situation.
John Thompson said, when I lived in Denver, I wanted to go see D.L. Hughley, and they told me there were plenty of tickets. When I've asked about, what about Monique, he said all of her shows were sold out.
Oh, her stand-ups are good. Actually, she's funny. Like, let's be real. She's like fucking funny. Like, she's so funny.
She's funny, but she's not my brand of comedy.
Obviously, because you have a dick.
That's why? Okay.
Probably.
Okay, that would make sense. That would make sense then. That would make sense.
The chromosomes, sometimes comedy doesn't really transfer. So it's really all men's fault from the beginning.
She was probably talking to a bunch of diggers at Netflix, and they was like, "But we just don't get it." And so she probably should have said, "It's because y'all don't have a pussy. That's why you don't understand."
They only pay you according to ticket sales.
Okay, I think Cat Williams said they only pay you according to ticket sales. This is what Isis said over here in the chat.
Well, I mean, I guess you also got to pay for like the entire building, but they have to pay you to come in and do the show, so they can only pay you what they get back. So that makes sense, profit wise.
Yeah.
They can't make a profit. How can you really make a profit? And they already paid you to come here, so technically they'll be losing out doubly at the door.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Could there be like a joke is versus? Because like, what did John say? Martin Lawrence,
a comedy
like
versus?
Comedy versus.
That might come up.
That. Like if it was like joke for joke, maybe that'd be really.
But how
really
would you do that though? Because you would have to do.
It'd be punchline for punchline. I mean, I'm kind of like wilding out.
Would it be new punchline for punchline or
doesn't
jokes
matter.
We've heard in the past?
I think it would be free for all.
Now it's like
I think it'd just be a free for all.
I know. How are we to judge old jokes though?
If they're still fucking funny.
A lot of times they're not funny once you know the punchline.
I see your argument.
You know what I mean?
But some lines are kind of classic. I see your argument. I guess it'll kind of be delivery, but they can do, I say free for all. If they want to do old jokes, like when the moment's high and you're like, I know it's going to kill them. And maybe if you can like deliver the punchline in like a different way, that would probably be Gucci. But like, even like Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor, they have like records of their entire like comedy shows, and you can like go to which joke you kind of want. So I also don't see where they can't do a versus battle like that also.
Yeah, see now, there's some comedians that you can hear their jokes over and over, and because just like the whole delivery and everything, but there's a lot of comedians not like that.
And whose fault is that?
The comedians, really. You know?
Oh, Dave Chappelle versus Cat Williams and Mike Epps. Would it be like Dave Chappelle versus them, or like an all three-way kind of battle? I think
that would be interesting. Like, okay, so Dave Chappelle, for instance, some of his jokes I hear it. I'm like, okay, I know that joke already. But then there's some of his jokes that I can just think about it, and I might just start laughing a little bit. You know, like I'm not. What's the name of that special? One of his earlier specials. But once I say this line, I think everybody that's seen the special is gonna know what the hell special I'm talking about. You know, and just thinking of this little line in the fucking special makes me just fucking laugh because that shit was funny.
How you gonna say the line?
Hey baby, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I just want to hear you say it again.
Oh, damn it, you know. Hey baby, you know that line.
I honestly don't know who you're talking about.
I'm talking about Dave Chappelle when he was talking about there was the baby out there selling crack and shit like that. You know, he yelled out the car window like, "Hey baby, what you doing? Where you going?" You know, that type of shit.
All right.
Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, you know?
I don't think that.
No?
I don't think that'd be a good deal. Nah. I think it should be like Dave Chappelle, maybe not Eddie Murphy. Ah, fuck. I don't know. I don't know who could actually go against Dave Chappelle because like his jokes get like cut in deep. And I'm trying to think of who else jokes like cut in deep like that to be like on par. Who would you put up against Chris Rock? I would probably say Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy? No, Martin Lawrence. It would depend on which Chris Rock. If it was
Okay.
Does anybody else remember Eddie Griffin?
Yeah, Eddie Griffin was funny. He had some funny shit. He did a lot of impressions though.
Oh, man. Jamie Foxx though. I feel like I don't think I put Jamie Foxx against anybody. He is funny though. His stand-up is pretty good. Chris Rock versus Chris Tucker. I don't think Chris Tucker's stand-up is all that well. I mean, I guess the battle of the Chris's.
Chris Rock.
Should we Tucker? Should we rock it out?
That might be alright.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah,
I'd watch Martin versus Eddie Murphy. Maybe.
You know, just thinking about just some of the funny ones.
That.
You know, like
I would watch that.
Thinking about some of Eddie Murphy's stand up and shit like that. Some of those things made me laugh. Thinking about the
Eddie Murphy, like the Delirious. Is it Delirious or the Dangerous? That
Delirious.
One versus probably like the first or second Martin stand up. I think that would probably be like a really, really good one. I would watch that.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's a good call. All right, so what else is there to talk about today? What are you over there doing?
What's that?
So what are you over there doing?
Message on my phone.
Bigger than the VMAs. What happened on the VMAs anyways?
I don't know. I didn't watch the VMAs too much.
And that's why people started watching Versus. Miss Iris, what did Tiffany Haddish do? Tiffany Haddish can go against Kevin Hart.
I think Kevin Hart would beat Tiffany Haddish.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would like come out a winner.
Hey, Brad and Mila, Dave asked us to boycott him so we don't support the stations that support the streaming networks that are streaming the Dave Chappelle show and not paying him. He asked us to boycott him. Boycott his show.
HBO said fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So is HBO the man now? Is that what this is?
Ooh, they're the man.
I thought it would be Disney, wouldn't it?
The man. HBO is the man. What movie
Didn't
was
you
that
think
from?
it would be Disney?
What movie was
Undercover
that from?
Brother? A lot of movies.
It was from a lot of movies. It was from Undercover Brother. It was from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Oh, that's my movie.
Steve Harvey versus Chris Rock.
That's my theme song.
Steve Harvey versus Chris Rock. Now we doing fucking comedy verses and shit like that.
It would be a really like pretty good concept. Let's be real.
It would.
Like I would also be okay with like guitar versus, like it could be Slash versus I don't know, somebody from fucking Metallica. I don't know. Pharrell will figure it out. I don't know. But it should be Slash and somebody else.
All right, so I'm getting ready for season 2 of Khary's Crib, right?
See?
And did I tell you what some of the ideas I have for it was going to be?
You're taking Khary's Crib on the road.
I'm going to be taking it to the streets, baby. I'm going to be taking Khary's Crib to the streets, baby. You know,
you are excited.
I am. You know, I'm going to be out there in the street. I'm going to have some people help me too. Come out there on the streets and do interviews and things like that. Interviews of people on the streets, interviews from drunk people and shit like that. I've actually already started preparing, you know? So you know how I started preparing? I think I showed you how I started preparing. I got my little mic with the mic flag and shit like that, you know? So I could be like, this is Khary from Khary's Crib. And
you got the voice down and
some questions for you motherfuckers today. You know, I think, you know what one of my questions are going to be? One of my common questions I think is going to be an ass eating question, you know? But I'm not,
I did not mean to scream like that.
But I'm not just going to say, hey, do you eat ass? That's not, I'm not going to ask like that. I'm not going to ask like that, you know? I'm going to say, so, here goes a question for Khary's Crib.
Go ahead, kick it.
Do you tongue kiss your girlfriend's butthole?
No.
You don't think that sounds better?
Like that.
Yeah, I think that sounds better.
There's maybe like, do you partake in the delicacies of the derriere? You know, like.
Do you partake in the delicacies of the derriere? You know what?
Bars. It's okay.
I think I like that better. I think I like that better. Let me update this question. Do you partake in the delicacies of the derriere? I like that a lot better. I'm glad I asked your opinion on that. You know, let's see.
Free bars.
Where's this question at? Where's the do you eat ass question here?
I mean, there's a lot of more nice ways.
Do you partake in the what?
In the delicacies.
In the delicacies
of the derriere.
Of the derriere. How do you spell that? Do you spell it like?
I don't know, but something with an apostrophe.
Do you spell derriere like?
Don't you dare say it out loud.
Like, do you spell derriere like milk oxygen?
Oh, you said it out loud. I don't know, but just throw an apostrophe E at the end to make it French. I guess.
Timothy says I need to come to Seattle. I tell you, once I get the child a little bigger, you know, one of my goals is to actually get a fucking, maybe a van, maybe like a Sprinter, maybe something that I can set up the back with a bed and like a little setup that I can actually stream from the road. So I can do some streaming from the road and go from city to city and have different guests in different cities and shit like that. That's one of the goals in the future after I grow some more and shit like that. So, you know,
one of my homegirls, her and her husband actually bought a bus and like gutted the entire thing out, and now and then recreated it into like a mini house. So like, there's always that idea.
Okay,
so like discontinued buses, they're pretty cheap. You just
I'm gonna take it on the road. I'm gonna take the show on the road, but on the road, like a rape van. On the road locally. You know, the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area. You know, I'm gonna go
Don't
with
make
all
the outside white.
I'm gonna go to where all the drunk people are at and ask them questions.
Sounds so suspicious.
You know, and ask them questions. You know, like I'm gonna be like, so do you use washcloths?
Is that like a racist joke?
It's good. I'm trying to come up with cultural questions as well. You know, because I found out that there's different cultural differences between people. Yeah,
talking about what that's what is her name? Which one? Vanessa or Serena?
Serena, yeah. Her husband said
Yeah, her
Serena taught me
husband.
about washcloths.
Washcloths.
Yeah.
Maybe he like only used like loofahs, or maybe he just like straight bar soaped it.
Yeah, just
like,
straight bar soaped it. Yeah.
No exfoliation or anything.
Yeah. There was actually an episode of Friends that I watched one time where I think Joey said that he doesn't use washcloths, but Chandler said he does use washcloths. And well, it was a conversation, but somebody was saying, but soap is self-washing. He said, okay, well, picture this. Just think of the last thing I washed and the first thing you washed. You know, if you're just a soaper. So I guess he pictured, okay, maybe the last thing he washed might have been his ass, and the first thing I washed was my face. And
transfer of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheryl says I can come to B-More and talk to some crackheads out there too, by the way.
That sounds interesting. Dangerous, but interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I have a vivid imagination, so in my head, I kind of see them.
Yo, I went to San Francisco one time. This was
pleasant.
This was some years ago. This is probably like 2010, maybe 2011. Right? Well, anyway, my brother just so happened to be out there because he was at a Google conference. Right? So we linked up one night. And we was walking downtown. We was going to go downtown. We was already staying downtown. We was going to go like where the bars and stuff was really at. And we was like, I guess we was not on the main street. But we was walking. And next thing you know, we see like maybe one homeless person. As we kept walking, we saw maybe like 5 homeless people. And then it's like all of a sudden you just see like the whole block is full of homeless people. It's like, you know how like
did you walk into a shanty town or something?
Yo, you know how like on The Walking Dead you might see like a couple of zombies, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, all these zombies. That's how it was with homeless people, yo. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
I hear your story. I'm gonna comment on it, but all I can think of is who the hell is walking towards more zombies.
I was going in the direction of where all the bars were. So I needed to go up, but then I probably needed to take a right at some point. I went a block too far before I took that right I needed to take. When I got to the point where I got to the point where I was like, oh my God, we're overwhelmed with crackhead zombies. That's not crackhead zombies. They kind of like crack. It looked like New Jack City. You know, like New Jack City. You know that city that was in the building.
And this is why Dave Chappelle is getting money from signing off. Because nobody was looking around and like, hey, maybe we shouldn't continue this. Maybe we should assess the situation before we walk into more crackhead zombies.
John Thompson says, "Do women really like that?"
What?
I'm guessing he's talking about the groceries you was talking about earlier.
Yes.
You know? Yes. So some women are quick to say yes. You know?
Yeah.
Some women are quick to say no.
That's because they're children.
It all depends on the woman. It all depends on the woman.
It does. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
In my opinion, because some women be like, yes, like light up and shit, you know.
But I mean, it also never mind.
No, go continue.
I mean, some dudes also like it too.
Education. Some dudes do.
Grocery stores are open for all.
Some dudes do.
Age appropriately.
I'm not really a grocery guy, but you know.
And you may just grow your own vegetables at home. That's cool. That's you. But maybe some people like to go to the supermarket to get their groceries. But at the end, we're all eating. And we're all getting fed. And that's what we really want.
Isis says, yes, indeed.
And some things you got to try twice to know if you really like it. Let's be real.
True. Yeah. Maybe not.
It's twice most of the time. I mean, It's sometimes the first time's like a hard no, but the first time's like sprung up on you. And so you're like, oh, I don't know. But after a while, you know, you assess your feelings. And after the second time, it's up to you. So it's usually a choice. You know after the second time.
Okay.
And that goes for anything, actually.
Cheryl said, I don't like it, but my ex-boyfriend loved it. You know, John says, them grocery shoppers might have to grab a basket.
I feel like the people who only like it sometimes only grab like the hand baskets from the corner. Like, I'm just here for a few things, guys, you know, not too much. I'm good.
Oh man.
Just here to get like a cucumber and some milk, you know.
All right. I'm not really a grocery guy, you know.
Some people like, you know.
I take it you're a grocery girl. You know?
It works out that way.
You know, you don't mind people browsing your store.
I mean, there's levels to that shit. There is levels to it. Yeah. Everybody ain't down for everything, you know?
Oh, damn it. I left my fucking drink in the fucking fridge.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's what you get for switching out.
My cup is empty. I finished my drink. I made a strong drink though. I made a strong drink. It was Patron and Sprite. It was pretty decent. It tastes like a club drink. It tastes like I was at the club, minus the ice.
That's sad.
Ice has said it was 10 items or less.
Yeah. The express lane, you know?
John Thompson says, excuse me, can you tell me what aisle the ass is on?
Probably the last one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Or aisle 8. It'll be on aisle 8.
I had a friend where there was an incident at a strip club where I was like, you know what?
This has gotten interesting.
I'm not smoking after him anymore. You know? I said, I'm not smoking after him anymore. This was some years ago. This was at a strip club in the Bronx. You know?
Okay.
And
is that the scene?
Huh?
Is that the scene?
Is that the scene?
Yes, at the scene. Strip club
Yeah,
in the Bronx.
strip club in the Bronx. You know, it was the Golden Lady. It's not a strip club anymore. Now it's like a school or some shit like that, which is wild to me.
It's wild to me.
Right? But we was at the Golden Lady back in the days, and it was like a I think it was a bachelor party from one of my homeboys, right? Well, this girl was doing some tricks with a Heineken bottle in her vagina, right? There was tricks with a Heineken bottle in the vagina. And then at some point, she turned around and started clapping. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Started clapping. Well, he saw this clapping, and for some reason, he decided, you know what? This is a good time for me to just stick my finger straight into her grocery aisle.
And that's how AIDS is introduced to the Black community.
He's not only did he just straight stick his finger in the grocery aisle, you know? When he pulled the finger out the grocery aisle.
Aisle 8, by the way.
You know, when he pulled the finger out the grocery aisle, he wanted to see what flavor it was afterwards. You know? So yeah. So I was like, oh, I can't drink after you no more. I can't.
Did he roll the blunt also? Like, he's just excommunicated. That's just you're just excommunicated.
Yeah,
dude.
that's he's still my nigga. I just don't I'm
you
good.
Get your own plate, you get your own spoon, you get your don't touch nothing.
Yeah. He's proud to be nasty though. But I was like,
also levels to that. There are levels to that.
She's a complete stranger.
OSHA would not be okay with this. All right, if OSHA is not okay with this, you should not be okay with this.
That was a complete stranger. You just had your finger in her butt.
OSHA is not okay with this. You should not be okay with this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So he got his tetanus shot. And I'm gonna stop. I'm just kidding.
Did he? I don't know.
That's how you catch pink eye. I think. I'm not a doctor.
Oh man.
No.
All right. So
I would sober up if I saw that.
So from boycott still work. Let's jump into my news for the day. I only have a couple of items on the news. The first item I have for today's news is Jeopardy has named a new host, a new guest host, that is. A guest
He's gonna
host.
make it. I like that little white boy.
You think he's going to last? Pause.
Well, I
pause,
also saw like
pause.
the episodes that he was on. I
right.
saw what you did there.
All right.
That's
Ken
what she
Jennings,
asked.
for those that aren't aware, Ken Jennings has been named as the new guest host for Jeopardy. For those that don't know who Ken Jennings is, can you explain to them who Ken Jennings is? Because I don't feel like reading an article right now. I had a nice big.
I mean, I also didn't read the article, so I don't know what.
But you know who
said.
Ken Jennings is?
Well, he was like a contestant who like won really like a lot of money back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was on, like the banter between them was like really witty, and he was really charming and like really nice. Oh God, yes. Also, I love Jeopardy. I must tell the world this before I explain. I know this because I watched the episodes. Damn it!
What's the matter? You didn't have cable? You didn't have cable?
Not growing up, I'm a country girl, so like I was raised like by my grandma and like my aunts and stuff. So like I watched a lot of The Price is Right. Let's Make a Deal, which is why to this day I hold a lot of random shit in my purse just in case somebody may come out and be like, for $100, do you got a paper clip? And I got like 7.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I did realize, I have noticed that a lot of people that are Jeopardy fans and not over 55, they didn't have cable growing up. You know?
I also don't do that. You ain't gotta tell the world I was broke. Damn. Cool. So
hey, I watched some Jeopardy myself, you know? So
he was just a charming and pleasant person and like non-confrontational, and he like had a comeback for everything. He was just somebody like you would enjoy like talking to.
Yeah, so he had a good personality.
Yeah.
He had a good personality without being an asshole.
Yeah, and he also like kind of interviewed Alex Trebek back. Like he would ask Alex questions, and Alex would be like, "Oh my goodness, stop it!" Like,
okay, all right.
You want to know about me? Okay,
all right. Okay. So you're not mad at that. You're not mad at him being the new host.
It was the world kind of wanted it, but I also would have been okay with LeVar Burton.
Okay. So LeVar Burton was up for it too? Who's LeVar Burton?
Yes.
Is that Reading Rainbow?
Yeah,
okay.
Or the dude from Star Trek.
Star Trek. I know him from both. I used to watch Reading Rainbow, and I used to be like, "Oh, this is a cool, corny show," you know.
Don't do Reading Rainbow like that.
No, when I was a kid,
I thought it was
a
comic book from like the '60s that has like legit LeVar Burton on it with his glasses on.
It's like when I was a kid. I respected LeVar Burton as the host of Reading Rainbow, and I liked it because it was like I liked it, but I was still a little like apprehensive of it because I was like, this black guy acts white but talks black. That was my mind state. Wait, let me finish. That was my mind state at that time as a kid, you know? Because just being the environment I was in, it was like he spoke very proper. I thought that was being white, but that was not being white. In actuality, he was just speaking proper. He just spoke well. You know, he knew how to articulate himself and communicate with children, you know? But as a kid, I looked at it differently. You know,
he got that.
But he actually presented it in a way which didn't make me feel like he was being fake at it though. You know, that's kind of why I continued to watch Reading Rainbow as a kid, was because I didn't feel like he was being fake with how he was presenting himself, you know?
Do you know how he got that job actually?
No, how did he do it? How did he get it?
Apparently, since he was like a young kid, he could read very well. He was like the best reader in like all of his classes since like young. And his teachers would actually have like him read to the kids when they would like sneak off and like go to lunch or do other shit. And over the years, like he just like took reading jobs. And, like he was just good at reading. Like he was doing it since like first, third grade, like young as shit. The teachers would have them like read to the kids, and he was just so engaging, and just he did voices, like everything was like really good, and he was just so good at it. And like just through the years, like he actually started making money from it, like doing voiceovers and like reading more shit to more people. And then he got acting jobs, and then it moved on to Reading Rainbow, which is like actually something he wanted to be a part of, and brought it to PBS. And PBS was like, fuck
Okay.
yeah. And then black people were like, fuck yeah, yeah.
So he was like the black Mr. Rogers almost.
He actually was, yes.
Okay.
That's what they tried to like sell him as, to be honest, like the non-threatening, like, hey neighbor, how are you doing? But for like, black people. To get the black card.
My pops,
PBS,
my pops did not like me watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Because I also felt like, as much as he would invite you over for tea, he like has a sex dungeon.
That's what my dad was like. You know what? Ain't no grown man supposed to be want to be this happy with kids for. Ain't something ain't right.
Though
he'd be like, something ain't right. My dad was like, something ain't right. I don't like you watching that show, Khary. I'm like I'm like 6 years old, and my dad is trying to tell me I don't like you watching that show, Khary. I'm like, it's fucking Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Was in Roots too. That's true. LeVar Burton was in Roots. But I mean, I've learned that
She watched a lot of Jeopardy, Kai. Kai says, how does the Sheba know these LeVar Burton facts? She probably low-key good at trivia. Yo, she didn't have cable. She watched a lot of she watched a lot of Jeopardy.
I did. I'm actually really good.
So Kai asked me earlier, he said, yo, if I was such a fan, I should know the Reading Rainbow song. Do you know the Reading Rainbow song?
Butterflies in the Sky, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I even know the new version,
Butterfly in the sky. What? I can go twice as high. Huh? What? Take a look. What? And read a book. It's Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
What?
I can't do anything.
Oh my God.
Ways to know, place to grow.
Oh,
that's the first verse.
You know all the verses.
I can't go anywhere.
I can be anything.
That's the first verse.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading. Who sung that song? You know who sung that song?
Some black lady with soul. So
some black lady with soul?
Yeah, okay. So
some black lady with soul?
Okay, so don't judge me because I don't have like a lot of knowledge of black lady with soul. So I know like not all of them were Aretha Franklin, but all of them were Aretha Franklin.
Okay, so it was Shaka Khan.
You really?
Shaka Khan sang the Reading Rainbow song. Yeah.
It makes so much sense, but like for real? Oh shit, that's gonna make me money one day. My biggest fear is going somewhere and it's like money on the line and it's a random
Rainbow.
ass fact.
Let's see, Reading Rainbow singer. If I'm correct, it's Shaka Khan.
Really? Without the right? Oh damn.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up the Reading Rainbow theme song on Genius, Shaka Khan.
When I have questions, I just do research.
Oh, and I watched this video.
It sinks me down a rabbit hole.
I watched this video the other day about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Surprisingly.
Okay.
And it was
about the black guy?
No, it was talking about the music from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which I'd never really noticed until I watched this little documentary. It was like, so the music for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Mr. Rogers pretty much got some guy that he knew that was like a jazz pianist, a dope jazz pianist, some white guy, this dope jazz pianist. And
I really like how you say pianist. I don't even know why.
As I'm saying it in my head, I'm saying, nigga, you're saying pianist, not penis. You know, pianist.
I think that's what makes it really nice. The fact that you're not saying that.
So he got this piano player.
Don't do that to me. No. Why would you take away something I love?
He got this pianist.
Like sadist? Oh my goodness.
He got this pianist, this jazz pianist to play the Reading Rainbow theme song, right? But the guy was like, you know what? Let's make this fun. And he kind of, every time the theme song was a little bit different, you know? It kind of had some new little melodies or new little licks in there that he would play and shit like that. So it wasn't always the same theme song. It was like always be maybe like a little different cadence, different thing and shit like that. So kind of dope. It was kind of dope.
Like
I didn't realize
the beginning of like Bob's Burgers, every time in the beginning, all the shops and the bus is different.
Never noticed that. Haven't watched Bob Burgers
Also,
enough.
the menu inside of Bob's Burgers is something different every day. I
Really?
just love puns, and Bob's Burgers has a lot of puns,
Okay.
and they're quick. Yeah.
I went to the spot the other day, the soul food spot. I looked at their menu. Their Sunday special. You know what's still on their special for Sundays?
Peach cobbler.
Hog bars and chitlins. Is that tasty for you?
As a person who grew up in the house that cleaned the chitlins, I could not.
You grew up with your grandmama in the South, huh?
North Carolina, yeah, but my mom was also born in Pensacola, so it's like two different countries.
Okay.
So, and yeah,
you still eat
I tried
them?
it for the first time when I was
there
like
enough cleaning?
23.
Is there enough cleaning?
The whole cleaning process of chitlins.
Is there enough?
Like, it's not. I mean, I strongly believe Asians live as long as they do because they eat every fucking thing and something's working. So I guess it works for Black people too. It gotta be something we eating, and I strongly believe it's probably chitlins. I know it's chitlins and yams. I know yams is very good for your skin. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yams is good for your skin.
It is actually yams and almonds and poppy seeds has opiums in it. So if you eat a lot of poppy seeds and take drugs, they're gonna flag you for opium.
That's supposed to keep you looking young. Cause
that's yams and almonds.
Seems
are
like
really
drug
good for
addicts.
your
It
skin.
seems like drug addicts be looking old.
That's because they use crack and meth, and that's not healthy for you.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to do some research on this because I'm not sure.
I'm telling you that crack and meth. You don't have to do research.
You're telling me, but I'm not.
Bad.
You're telling me, but I'm not taking your word for it.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna do some research because.
Okay, that's your whatever you want to do. I can't stop you. You're a grown behind 22-year-old man. You know exactly what you're doing into this world. You fresh out your mama house. You got one bill. I understand. You just got you a car. It was probably an Impala. I get it.
Ooh, who
you
got
know
an Impala?
Everything.
I never got it. I never had an Impala.
Really?
I had an Expedition.
What was your first car?
My first car was a Renault. A Renault Alliance.
I feel like an Expedition is probably the most New York thing.
Then I had a Geo Prism for a little while. Then I had a Alero. Then I had like a Expedition. What did I have after the Expedition? I forget what I had after the Expedition. But then I had like a Saab. I had a Saab for a while. Then I had a Benz. Shit like that. I had a few cars.
Oh, a Benz.
I missed my Expedition. The Expedition was alright until I took a road trip. When I had my Expedition, gas was high as fuck. I remember going to the gas station, and I forget where I drove, but I got to the gas station on E. I filled up. That shit said, "Boy, you need to fill up some more." Cause the gas station said, "Yo, we don't go past this price." You know, so I had to put more. I had to finish it. Like it stopped at like $80 or something like that. Then I had to go some more. I was like, "Oh, I ain't really bargained for this." When I thought about getting this damn Expedition.
I remember one time when I was young, a gas station opened up and it was like a penny a gallon, and I remember like the line being like forever long, and then Bush became president. And that's how the cookie crumbled.
I'm glad.
You know?
I'm glad John over here in the chat corrected himself because they was talking about. He said some people fight. He said some people fight pig lips. I was like, fight pig lips. He said people fight each other over them. Yo, people
over pig lips?
People eat pig lips.
I wouldn't be surprised. Once again, Asians don't waste anything. So if you're really hungry, throw some hot sauce on it, close your eyes, and wish it was cornbread. I don't know. Sop it up with a biscuit.
Just thinking about that shit made me feel like I had nasty liquor.
But I will argue for pig's feet, and I don't care what anybody say. Put a bowl of pig's feet in front of me, and you will see a country girl come out, and you can fight me on that. And I don't care because I'm gonna be full and I'm gonna have energy and I'll be ready.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into my last story of the night. So my last story of the night is the little white boy, Kyle Rittenhouse was released from jail on bail. For those that don't recall, Kyle Rittenhouse is that kid that shot a couple of people out in
went across state.
Yeah, went across state lines, shot some people and shit like that. Got arrested, and now he's been bailed out.
I need a drink.
He's been bailed out by the CEO of Pillow Inc., My Pillow Inc., you know, which is some fucking company that sells pillows and shit. And fucking Ricky Schroeder, you know? For those that don't know who Ricky Schroeder is, he was a child actor. He played on the show Silver Spoons. You ever seen that show, Silver Spoons?
Fuck no.
It was about some little rich white kid that had privilege and shit like that. And he's
Why
acting
the hell am I watching that as a
just
broke
like
black girl?
that. Well, you probably wasn't even born when that show used to come on TV.
I've watched a lot of things that are older than me. Don't do that.
Haven't watched Silver Spoons.
Touche. All right. 1 point for you. It's a small point, but it's a point that was made.
Well, he had a subpar career as an adult actor. I think he might have been on NYPD Blue or some shit like that for a little bit. But he seems to have made enough money to be able to donate money to this little guy, Kyle Rittenhouse, to help bail him out. His bail was to, I think, like $2 million or something like that. And they helped bail this kid out of jail. You know, which...
if you're racist, just say you're racist. Like, you ain't got to take the long way around it.
Yeah, yeah. And this started to piss me off and shit like that. You know, it's like... Why? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker murdered people and they won't let it out. But you know what? As I started getting pissed, I said, you know what? Let me jump in like my Matthew McConaughey bag and shit like that. Remember that movie? Remember that movie, A View to a Kill? You know, remember when he told the story about the little white girl and everything? I mean, the little black girl and everything that happened to her. And at the end, he said, "Now imagine if she was white." I said, you know what? Let me do that in the situation. So let me imagine if Kyle Rittenhouse was black. Would I be upset? Would I be so quick to come and defend this kid? You know, so I said, you know what? Let me imagine if he was black. You know what I'm saying? So now Black Kyle, Black Kyle, you know, it's 10:04.
Keenan,
you know, Black Kyle was seen out at where was he seen at? Some fucking street, 59th and Sheridan. Street. Black Kyle was seen at 59th and Sheridan, standing outside a store, armed with weapons, and he said, "Yo, we are defending this motherfucking store," you know? And then somebody said they heard little Kyle say, "Hey, I'm Kyle," as he was carrying this fucking semi-automatic rifle. And the police would have fucking shot him dead right there because they was black guys with guns. They wouldn't have got to the point where this motherfucker would have shot some people on the street with some crazy shit because they wouldn't have let him get that fucking far.
First of all, they probably would have pulled him over as soon as he got past state lines because he's just a black guy driving and your taillights out. And your taillights out. They wouldn't have got that far. Yeah. Your taillights out.
Yeah, if this was I tried to kind of imagine this, if this was a black kid, if we would have been, if black people would be fighting for him the same, but it wouldn't have gotten this far. He wouldn't have been able to protect no motherfucking store. Police would have fucking engaged this black motherfuckers with guns in the open carry state. I think it would have went down. I don't think we would have gotten this far.
That is true.
You know?
But I don't know, as you were telling that story, all I could think of was like the DC sniper and how like everybody was so sure that it was just some white dude going around just shooting people, and it turned out to be two.
I was confident it wasn't. I was like, like I'm good. Ain't no, you know. But that was
two
a
little
wild
black
story.
Dudes shooting out of their trunk,
out
of the trunk of a car, a blue car. Out of that, something you could have seen, a powder blue car. I also like lived in Virginia when that was happening, and like we used to go to DC a lot.
Ooh, see, I was a little nervous. That,
my parents stopped, like stopped for like a year, like for a minute. We didn't go to DC. We used to go to like every Christmas. Nope.
I would have chilled out too. I'd be like, this motherfucker just shooting random people.
Like,
Because I think he shot people of all colors, didn't he?
Yeah, it didn't matter. They were just driving around, like people at gas stations, people they were just like walking down the street, like people leaving schools.
Yeah.
They literally just drove around. Like one was in the trunk.
You know why he was doing that though, right?
They were probably ex-military, wasn't one? And I know like one boy was like 17 or like 18.
I'm saying, like, kind of do you know why they was driving around shooting people?
Did some girl turn them down? I shouldn't make jokes. I'm sorry.
He was looking for his ex-wife.
Somebody did turn him down.
He knew she stayed in the DC area. He was looking for her, and he was shooting random people. So when he eventually found her, they wouldn't trace it back to him looking for her. It would just look like somebody random killed. You know? That's wild. That's wild. But, so, Black Kyle would have been killed. I don't think that would have happened. No, if
I told you they would have stopped him like on his way to the place because of a broken tail light, and then he would have died right there. Like he wouldn't have made it like that far into the city.
If by some chance,
if he was a black dude,
if by some chance he would have been able to get through all of that and end up killing somebody as Black Kyle, do you think anybody would be coming to his rescue to help bail him out?
Oh hell no!
I don't think so.
We didn't help the DC sniper. We left his ass there too. We left their asses there too.
yeah, but I don't think he would have got bailed out. Like Khalif Browder, for example. You know, that kid was locked up for over 3 years in Rikers Island, accused of stealing a book bag which he never stole. He only had $10,000 bail. He was in jail for over 3 years.
Help race murder. People love race murder.
Race murder.
Yeah, one of them's about to get out of jail, but ain't nobody help him get out.
Talk about Bobby Smurder?
That one of them. I am old. I'm only 28.
I think that's a different situation, though.
I know it is, but still. But still, my point.
But nah, Khalif Browder was in jail for over 3 years, and when he did eventually get out, he was so fucked up over it, he eventually committed suicide. You know? So it's wild the type of different treatment that a Kyle Rittenhouse gets compared to somebody of color. And yes, C Murder's still locked up.
That became like a something overseas. Was it Shine? Or somebody that became like a governor?
I'm not sure if he's a governor or something. I know Shine's father or something had a very high position over there, and I forget exactly what country.
He got elected to something recently, didn't he? Wasn't he like related to C Murder some way, or am I just grouping all black?
I think you're just grouping all black people together. Yeah, I think you're being racist over here.
I mean, let's be real. Some of y'all look the same. They all look like Warren G. I'm sorry.
What?
I told you all soulful black women are not Eartha Kitt as Aretha Franklin. Don't judge me. I also think that all 70s white people music is the Bee Gees. After Bohemian Rhapsody, I learned that a lot of Bee Gees songs are actually Queen songs.
Okay, so you're just learning stuff musically now.
Just in general, but I kind of group y'all all the same.
Wow, because we're light skin?
No, because I'm lazy.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. I got some new beats, by the way. Courtesy of the homie T-Pain.
Yeah, Akon's actually trying to make his own Wakanda. I mean,
yeah, I heard
already
about that.
Illuminated as an entire city or whatever. So, I mean, the next step is to create a dome that camouflages the city and give it super high tech.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously.
You think domes actually will work?
You can pipe in oxygen.
All
you need is a few trees. A lot of trees.
To build a dome?
So make it so the air can pass through it. They use mirrors with mini gaps in it with smaller mirrors. I don't know. Science.
If there's gaps in it, is that really a dome?
Science. I'm gonna keep yelling science because I don't have the answer.
Okay. I think that's all I have for my news today. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this whole Kyle Rittenhouse shit. I actually tweeted Mr. Pillow Guy and said, "Fuck this guy." you know, and then tag them on
That's
the
fair.
shit, you know. Fuck you and your funky ass pillows. I think I actually
Everybody's
said your
orthopedic
funky ass
anyway.
pillows.
Nobody want no damn my pillows. Who the fuck wants a my pillow? What's the ones with the sheep?
I don't know.
You are not helpful.
I have some regular ass pillows, which I didn't buy too long ago, but I changed my sheets the other day, and when I pulled them out the pillowcase, I was like, these pillows look kind of flat all of a sudden. Why is that? Pillows don't really hold their fluffiness like they're supposed to.
That's because they're not over there killing goose for their feathers anymore. They're out there using manufactured ones.
Manufactured fake feathers?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure just the synthetic fibers inside. I mean, if they're cheaper pillows, they're not going to hold because they're not really made out of material to like keep your head, especially if you have like a big ass head like yours. So it's a lot of weight.
I got a big ass head?
You do for the story.
Oh shit. Let's see.
For context.
It's not
with
too
the do-rag on.
It's not too bad.
Hey.
You know?
Wave so thick, you're gonna get seasick. I see you. I see you with the pomade. I see you. I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
I think that's everything I got for the evening. We got the people over here in the chat asking about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Are you ready for the new season? I haven't really watched it really very much. Any of the Love and Hip Hops. Have you watched it any?
I don't have the tax bracket to care.
I've seen episodes here and there. I haven't really been into it too much, but I might check it out.
Relate to rich people problems.
I might check it out.
In the least bit.
Not all of them are rich. Not all of them are rich. This is Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop. It's not Real Housewives shit.
I don't. They all still have more money than me.
Okay.
So I just don't care.
So you think we should make a broke person show would be good?
Hell yeah. All you're gonna do is see people at work sitting their asses at home watching Hulu, watching Dave Chappelle on Hulu. Or they're telling the world they're boycotting him. Like real Americans.
So a show about broke people would just be people sitting home.
Yeah, enjoying the bills that they paid from working.
Okay. All right.
And probably being asked for more money by their damn kids. Hi, Dad.
Write the script. Write the screenplay. Write the first screenplay.
You can just follow my life around. You just follow my parents around. I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. Just watch how we annoy them.
Oh, they said the Love and Hip Hop shit just kicked off a month ago. I might check it out after it's all said and done. I'll be all old and shit like that, all behind.
St. John? Seriously? For real?
I don't turn my cable box on enough for me to watch that shit. That shit don't pop up on my Chromecast screen like, hey, you might be interested in this shit. I don't know. That shit exists.
I mean, my cable is like in my rent package, but I just use on demand.
Yeah.
And they still give me commercials, so I don't know what the fuck I pay for.
I just finished watching the first season of Raised by Wolves. That shit is wild. That shit is wild.
There's not even wolves in the damn movie, in the show.
I was actually wondering why they got wolves in it. I guess they're saying these people are like wolves. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting show. I thought it ended on a wild note.
Have you watched Lovecraft Country yet?
That's next up on my agenda of watchable things to watch.
You a damn lie.
ISIS says the show should be called Broke People of America.
Oh man, everything will just be like a 10-minute clip of them just randomly busting in people's houses, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
But for real, I'm gonna put Lovecraft Country on my to watch list.
I need you to do that. It would be like People of Walmart. Have you ever been on that website?
It still exists?
I'm pretty sure.
I used to check it out all the time.
Reddit makes.
I used to check out the website People of Walmart, but they also used to be another website I used to check out I don't think it's around anymore, but it used to be called "This Is Why You're Fat."
What?
It was called "This Is Why You're Fat." Was the name of the website.
Oh.
And it just had pictures of like
Oh.
outrageous food. You know, it had pictures of like the burger that had like 5 burgers on it, stacked like this fucking big type shit. You know, it had like the breakfast waffle that had an omelet on it with hash browns on top of that, with another waffle on top of that, with syrup and then jelly and then butter and then another waffle and then another fucking omelet with bacon in it and shit like that. And it would have dishes like that on the website. This is why you're
could
fat.
take away like 2 of those waffles and I'll fuck that up.
Right. It pretty much just had outrageous food. I'm gonna check it out. Check to see if if it still exists.
Heart attack bar. Got it. All right, CP.
No, the website is no longer there.
Which one?
This is why you're fat. It's probably on the.
I would hope not.
It's probably a Reddit for it now, though.
There's a Reddit for everything.
Okay, so yeah, I pulled up "This Is Why You're Fat" on Reddit, and it came up with a picture: smoked bacon wrapped Oreos. This is why you're fat. Smoked bacon wrapped Oreos.
I don't like Oreos, but anything bacon wrapped kind of intrigues me.
Yeah, but it had stuff like that, you know.
Don't fat shame bacon eaters because there's an Oreo inside of it.
Japan has a giant pizza sandwich called Meat Mountain, packed with 18 different types of meat.
Ooh, 18? So it has to be like veal and eel.
Flamin' hot Cheetos, mac and cheese bundt cake.
I would sound like a whole ass nigga in these streets if I said
you
that
sound like
good.
this food is making you horny.
It's not the Cheetos one, but the meat one kind of sounded good. Don't judge me. No homo. I like meat. Does that work for women?
A cake milkshake.
No. Oh wait, I don't. Hold on, wait. I like cake.
A cake milkshake. So imagine a cake.
I don't like milkshakes. I don't like ice cream.
Imagine a milkshake on top of imagine a milkshake with a cake on top of it, and then some more ice cream on top of that. So that would be like a cake milkshake.
I don't like ice cream.
Yeah. The Vortex quadruple coronary bypass burger.
That's at that place, the Heart Attack Grill or some place that like.
That's the actual place?
Yeah, it's an actual place, and it's supposed to be like a play on like not a play on words, but he's actually like a doctor, and he serves high calorie, like really unhealthy shit. More like it's more to show America like this is what you do, and this isn't healthy for you. And he actually like takes pride. Like some dude had a heart attack. Like a few people had a heart attack actually in his restaurant, and major publicity from it. And yeah, he like pride. Like he's happy when there's like overweight people come in. He's trying to use it as a way to show America. I don't know with your mouth. But he's trying to show America that like eating stuff like this isn't good. Like he's trying to like oversaturate something so bad to show you how bad it is. But people think it as a gimmick. And I mean, if you're gonna make money from it,
money with it, huh?
Yeah. And like all the staff, they wear like medical outfits. Like all the women wear nurses outfits. He walks around in like a doctor's outfit. Like he's a real ass doctor. And he's like he's telling people like this food that I'm serving you is not healthy, and I'm serving you like the greasiest shit ever, the greasiest, biggest, thickest burgers you could ever like want. Like this isn't good for you, and you're gonna pay for it. Like straight up, like this isn't good. And people are just like taking it all in. And he's like, well, I'm making money from it, but it's supposed to be like a play on it. The message is getting across somehow. Like more and more people are having heart attacks from it. So hopefully somebody's learning something.
Grilled chocolate chip.
I don't know.
Grilled chocolate chip cookie bacon s'mores.
If they said it's in Vegas, that makes sense. The restaurant I'm talking about's in Vegas. I don't know why that makes so much sense, but I believe it.
They got the glizzy burger. A bacon wrapped hot dog on a fried mac and cheese bun.
That sounds delicious. I don't give a fuck what you say.
What?
You can fight me.
What?
Is it like is it like a Roger Wood sausage? Oh, it doesn't look delicious.
Yeah, it looked like somebody put a dick on a fried bun, yo. That shit.
Okay, there's probably a better execution of that.
The glizzy dog, glizzy, whatever the fuck.
Maybe if like you get like a Roger Wood and like maybe if you cut the Roger Wood in half and you use that as the bun and then put macaroni and cheese in the Roger Wood and then wrap that in bacon, I'll take that.
What about a pizza covered in tacos and guacamole?
I don't like guacamole. The bacon ain't done.
Not a guacamole person either.
I mean, avocado.
Yeah, they got some wild shit there.
2000 or something.
Yeah. If you're interested, look up Reddit. This is why you're fat. And if some of this stuff looks good to you,
I'm fat at heart, so it doesn't matter. I'm okay with that. God knows my heart.
We'll be back on Friday. I'm over here reading in chat. Yeah, we will be back on Friday. We do this on Tuesdays and Friday. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know, we do this every Tuesday and Friday night. It's fun. It's fun, you know? And I think we're actually going to get ready to get up out of here. It's already 11. It's getting a little late.
A little bit.
I need to eat some food and shit. I got an empanada I need to throw in the oven.
Because it's, you know, it's Tuesday. Even though it's Sans Taco, you need something ethnic.
Yeah.
You need something with a nade in it. I get it. Something with an apostrophe.
Well, I appreciate you joining me tonight.
Oh, anytime, CP.
Well, thank you very much. This is Dashima. Y'all can follow her at Mustache Cash _stash.
Yes, the best band that will never ever be. That will never ever happen.
Go ahead and follow her on Instagram and shit like that.
Please do.
All right. I appreciate you joining me.
I'm pretty lame. I talk mostly a lot of video games, a lot of cartoons, anime. Yeah. A lot of food.
Keys to the kingdom.
It's a key blade.
the kingdom
it's
blade.
It's more than a key. It's a sword.
It's a sword with that looks like a key. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It also unlocks shit, but
it unlocks vaginas apparently. You know? No,
babe,
it doesn't.
No,
that's not how it works. Okay,
Disney.
It doesn't unlock.
Disney.
It's Disney. Okay, all right.
Sweetie. I'm pretty sure there is a porn about it. There's a porn about everything.
Yeah, porn should have storylines. By the way, yes.
Oh
sometimes.
Yes, porn. No, porn should not have storylines.
That'll be a topic. That'll be a topic for a day. That'll be a topic
but
one day.
Also, Scooby Doo. They have a porn out, and then it's a version on YouTube that doesn't have the porn in it. So you're welcome. Google.
Mm-hmm.
Scooby Doo has like a full-length porn, but there's a version of it that doesn't have the porn actual scenes in it, and it's an actual movie on YouTube. It's like 45 minutes.
Oh shit!
I'm
gonna end up searching it now.
You're welcome. My parting gift to everybody.
All right, so that's Tashima's party gift. Look up YouTube. Look up the Scooby Doo pornless version of the porn.
Actually, that's exactly what it is.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
You're welcome.
Al, I appreciate you joining me.
It's won awards.
Has it? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's also a Pirates of the Caribbean one too, and it has like spin-offs, like it's like a trilogy.
You watch all of these, huh?
Don't judge me. We're not about this right now. This is
I'm
not
so
the topic
judging
of conversation.
right now. I'm so judging. I'm so judging.
This is not the topic of conversation.
Well, if you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. We'll be back on Friday. I will be back again next week as well. And I'll be wrapping up. We only have a couple of more shows left until I wrap up the season, take a short break hiatus as I tweak some things for season 2, which will be starting in February. But we'll be back again on Tuesday. I think that is everything I have to cover for the night. Let's see. Let me make sure. Oh, actually, I did have one more thing to talk about. You know what? I'll talk about it on Friday. Well, I'll cover it on Friday. Yeah, so that's everything for tonight. May the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker free and keep a smile on your face. We out, baby.
You are now tuned into Khari's Crib. Khari's Crib. Khari's Crib. Khari's Crib.